Hi, my name is Jaclyn Strunk. I've taken the BLS 402 class, and in this video we're going to be talking about what I've learned in the class and my future goals and aspirations as far as my career change and my educational goals moving forward. In this class, I learned a lot about focusing on strengths as opposed to weaknesses. We read the book, and the book talks all about, how important it is to focus on your strengths in your day-to-day life. A lot of people nowadays focus on weaknesses, and when you focus on your weaknesses, you spend a lot of time trying to build those weaknesses when you could be focusing on strengths and actually progress more focusing on your strengths. So we were actually able to take an assessment and learn exactly what our strengths are. So I wrote down my top three just to reiterate what those are and what they mean to me and how I'm going to use them going forward. Arranger, maximizer, and strategic are the strengths, the top three that I got. An arranger strength focuses on organization. The maximizer strength focuses on using people's strengths and putting people where they are the strongest so that you get the best outcome. And the strategic strength theme tells you, it makes you find the best path to getting to your goal. And I personally agree with all of those. Those three go together very well together. You organize a plan, you put people in the areas that they're the strongest, and that helps you take the path that gets you to your goal faster and more successfully. I feel like I use that every single day in my career that I'm currently in, which is service industry. I use that quite a bit, staying organized, putting people where they are the most important, playing to their strengths, and getting everybody to work together, using their strengths to the common goal is something that I use every day. This class also pushed me to do the research and get a timeline going, and know exactly what my next steps are towards my career, my career change, which would be teaching. I'm going to be moving from the service industry to a teaching career, and that's a big change, and there are a lot of steps that are involved with that. The first step is graduating with my bachelor's degree, which once I finish this class, I will actually be graduating from USM December 13th. I'm very excited about that. I'm very proud of myself for that. So once I graduate with a bachelor's degree, then I will sign up for the praxis exam. I'm actually doing research currently on that and finding out exactly where I can take the exam, when I can take it, so that I can go ahead and take that exam and get that part done. Once I take my praxis exam, I will be granted a temporary teaching license. With my temporary teaching license, I will be able to go out and actually apply for teaching positions. My goal is to apply for a teaching position at D'Iberville High School. I went to D'Iberville High School, and my son, who is 10 years old, will be going to D'Iberville High School in the next 3 years, actually, so 3-4 years. So I would love to teach math, which is not a very, not a lot of people like math. So I'm hoping that the chances of me getting a position teaching in math will, is heightened because of getting a teaching position at D'Iberville is heightened because of the subject that I am interested in teaching. Math teachers are not very common, and they're constantly looking for them. I've looked up, there's several places that are looking for math instructors right now. So I'm really hoping that, I can get on at D'Iberville High School teaching mathematics to, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. I would like to teach, obviously I'll probably start off teaching algebra, but eventually my goal is to move into teaching a higher level math class, like pre-calculus, calculus, things of that nature. So once I get my temporary teaching license and I apply for a position somewhere and I get the position, I can actually work on then my alternate route program to gaining my permanent teaching license. So once I have my permanent teaching license, I'll be able to teach indefinitely. Obviously, you still have to do your continued education and gain those credits, throughout your teaching career to make sure that you're staying current with what you're teaching and how you're teaching everything. That's something that I'm fully aware of. And but my ultimate goal is, once I am in a position and I have my permanent teaching license, then I'm going to apply for graduate school and work towards my master's degree. I'm not quite sure if I want to do my master's degree in math or if I want to do it in education. I've got to do a little bit more research on that, but I have a little bit of time before I need to make that decision. I'm thinking it's more of a 5-year plan for me, applying for my, graduate degree program and knowing exactly what maybe less than 5 years, but I'm thinking right about 5 years. And at that point, once I get my master's degree, I will be able to teach courses at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, if that's something, that I want to move into, or, teaching adjunct classes, which I could do with a bachelor's degree, but you can't teach classes that actually transfer to a university unless you have your master's degree. So, teaching higher level math is what I'm more interested in when it comes to the actual, teaching part, or the, instructional part of everything. So, those are what my goals are for the next 5 years. This class helped me to do the research and find out what my next steps are. Before I started this class, I had no idea that you could take the praxis exam and go ahead and get a temporary teaching license. I didn't even know that that was a thing. So, doing the research in this class and taking the time to actually use it to my advantage, I use this class as a gateway to what my next steps are in my day, in my life, in my career. So, I'm very appreciative of this class and what all it has taught me, and, that it's helped me to be able to take the next steps towards my future goals.